Ralph Lincoln, a direct descendant of President Lincoln in the 11th generation. Young couple riding a penny farthing underwater. Joseph Archer, a French engineer, and his air locomotive powered by an electric or gas engine. France, 1933. Jack Nicholson, 1974. A photo of the site of the September 11, 2001 terrorist attacks in New York City after the collapse of the Twin Towers. Marilyn Monroe, 1958. Red Army soldiers and children near a downed German Heinkel, He-111 bomber, Kozelski District, Smolensk region, June 26, 1943. United States flight navigator in Boeing B-17 Flying Fortress, 1943. The excess of 1980s England as seen through the eyes of society photographer Daffyd Jones. Mini-submarine, 1967. A group of scientists from the University of Michigan conduct an experiment on themselves to study the effects of alcohol on the human body, 1949. Lance Corporal Charles C. Seed of Portsmouth, Ohio, carries an elderly Vietnamese woman too old to keep up with the patrol in the Arizona Territory, 22 miles southwest of Da Nang during the Vietnam War, Vietnam, February 1970. Lenin Square participants of the Nikolaev-Odessa Motor Rally first half of the 1930s. John Smith, a Chippewa man who was reported to be 137 years old at the time of his death, enjoying a pipe. An NPA soldier with tourists, East Germany, late 1980s. President Ronald Reagan at the Soviet Embassy signing a book of condolences, 1984. A girl from the Kimshashvili family dressed as a bride. Adjurians, Georgia, Kulo Municipality, 1929. Farnborough Air Show. War trophies are in the foreground, December 1945. A man and a cat drink on a rooftop, New York City, 1953. Madame Inès de Courcelles, one of the first female taxi drivers in Paris, 1908. German 88mm flak 1836-37 anti-aircraft gun crew marks hit targets World War II. Monkey Chief of Police gazing on in his official duties. Festive costumes of the Vyatka province, Russia, 1900s. People enjoying Ferris wheel in Varanasi, 1960s. Two United States border guards attempt to restrain a fugitive who has already partially crossed the border into Mexico. El Paso, Texas, United States. October 1st, 1939. Anti-fascist demonstration in Berlin. The slogan reads, "A Nazi victory will lead Germany to Civil War 1930. Prayer during the Spanish flu pandemic, San Francisco, 1918. Flood in Leningrad, 1967. Demonstration against the atomic bomb, Amsterdam, 1962. The Soviet military orchestra at a parade in Saxony, part of the former German Democratic Republic, 1974. Sophia Loren, Los Angeles, photo by Sam Shaw, 1960. Helen Mirren in the 1970s. A still unknown Robin Williams performed as a street comedian. Bradley Cooper, 1992. A Dutch family takes refuge on their roof during the Great North Sea Flood of 1953. Marilyn Monroe on her first photo shoot as a model, 1946. Capturing a lion for a European zoo, South Africa, 1930. Frank Sinatra with Groupies, 1943. West Germans and East German border guards at the Brandenburg Gate, 1989. Fleet Review Devon, United Kingdom, 1914. The very first photograph of the Parthenon, in Athens, 1839. Flooded bell tower, Italy, 1953. The Me-2 helicopter crash in Saransk, May 9, 1993. Road roller from the Kolomna machine building plant with an internal combustion engine. Construction of the Suez Canal, Egypt, 1859. Claudia Cardinale, 1971. Stuntman Dar Robertson jumps from a 7-story building window to demonstrate a new life-saving device, an inflatable bag, which was created to save lives in the event of a fire, February 25, 1974. Salvador Dali painting with his mustache, 1954. Prince Alfred, later Duke of Saxe-Coburg and Gotha, dressed as Bacchus, represents autumn in the performance of The Picture of the Seasons, 1854. Young boy with a jack-o'-lantern, 1880s. The practice of carving a jack-o'-lantern for Halloween goes all the way back to 1600s rural Ireland. Vladimir Putin with his family in 1992. Men's swimwear of the early 20th century. A flock of pelicans in Valparaiso, Chile, 1890. Glass negative of a young boy in clothes and hairstyle typical for the time, circa 1890. The Imperial Court of Napoleon III, 1866. A portrait of a Maori woman whose face is adorned with tattoos. A picture from inside the home of a low-income family living near Cincinnati, Ohio during the Great Depression. Hamilton County, Ohio, December 1935. In the Central Dispatch Directorate of the Unified Energy System of the USSR, 1972, Moscow. (1956) During the Giro d'Italia, cyclist Fiorenzo Magni fell on stage 12 and broke his left collarbone. He refused a cast and continued the race in a bandage. A mechanic made him a device that allowed him to support the handlebars and shift gears. A Pride Marcher in 1971. A moment during the 50th anniversary celebration of Disney character Donald Duck at Disneyland on June 9, 1984. The McCartney Family in Full Force, 1978. A Man Shaving on the Banks of the Seine, Paris, circa 1950. Carrie Fisher and Meryl Streep, late 1980s. Princess Diana posing with the full cast of English National Ballet's Swan Lake, 3rd of June 1997. A Rabbit Hunter in Australia, 1920s. The crew of the British expedition ship Endurance play football off the coast of Antarctica during the Imperial Trans-Antarctic Expedition of 1914 to 1917, 1915. A pickup truck flies over an elephant, 1960. Poznan, 1939, production of street signs in German. Arnold Schwarzenegger. LZ-127, Graf Zeppelin over Jerusalem, 1931. Young Arnold at Oktoberfest, West Germany, 1967. Piano School Lessons, 1947. Queen Elizabeth II's tour of Nigeria, 1960. Painting with Seagulls. Soviet Soldier with a Kitten, World War II. Elvis riding around in the Houston Astrodome in a cool Bronco, 1974. Gene Hackman on the set of the film The French Connection, circa 1971, United States. Elon Musk at Queen's University in Kingston, Ontario, Canada, 1990s. Sigourney Weaver, 1992. Woman in traditional festive costume, Yakutia, Saka, second half of the 19th century. Winter in Times Square, New York, 1978. Young Scarlett Johansson with a small plush friend, United States, 1990s. A woman in a mastodon bone found in her backyard, United States, 1963. Bunnies rehearsing for an Easter concert, New York City, 1966. Women's demonstration, Petrograd, Russian Empire, February 1917. Boy Scouts are raising money for their Titanic disaster fund. Donald Trump keeps $1 million at his Trump Taj Mahal casino in Atlantic City, New Jersey in 1990. On January 3, 1985, a Soviet P-5 cruise missile, launched from a Northern Fleet ship during exercises, deviated from its course and, after flying over northern Norway, fell in the area of Lake Inari in Finland. Taiwanese soldiers circa 1900. USSR United States Summit, meeting between Leonid Ilyich Brezhnev and Gerald Ford in Vladivostok, 1974. Three children sifting sand at a gold mine, Dominion, Yukon, Alaska, 1898. Skeletons playing the piano. Alpol front and CS rolls in a 4-horsepower Bolly 3-wheeler, 1895. (1958) General Motors car. Turned over a T-ATU, 1990s. Robots in Bandhagen, Sweden, 1963. In the fall of 1954, GM celebrated the production of its 50 millionth car with a huge parade in Flint, Michigan. GM Design created a unique gold 55 Chevy Bel Air for the occasion. Jane Mansfield and Mickey Hargitay dressed as Tarzan and Jane at a Halloween party, October 27, 1956. Emperor Nicholas II with an icon blessing, Soldiers Russian Empire, Russo-Japanese War, 1904. United States President's wife Patricia Nixon tries ice cream during her visit to the USSR, 1972. This couple from 1940 is literally getting married in a parachute, suspended in mid-air over New York. Gaz-TR Strela with a jet aircraft engine, maximum speed 300 km per hour, 1954. A Girl Walks Her Pet, 1931. A Ford-based mobile church with a chaplain driver, United States, 1922. A student in a Harvard dorm, 1950s. Aachen Town Hall in reconstruction after Allied World War II raids in 1943 to 1944 and in 2016. Receiving the Ball, Sweden, 1960. The unique Soviet mountain tractor MTZ-82K, designed for work on slopes up to 20 degrees, 1980s. The German heavy cruiser Prinz Eugen, after a collision with the light cruiser Leipzig, October 1944. Winston Churchill on the deck of the Admiralty yacht HMS Enchantress, 1912. Princess Zahra Khanum Taj Sultaneh, 1883 to 1936, who was considered a symbol of beauty in Persia in the early 1900s. Scooter with a 4-cylinder engine, Germany, 1919. The 5,000th B-17-5 Grand Bomber, 1944, all the factory workers signed it. Bruce Lee. View of Paris from Notre Dame Cathedral, 1953. Brigitte Bardot, 1960. Tippi Hedren with her pet cheetah, 1974. Nez Perce Baby, Edward S. Curtis, 1900. A Girl with Cabbage on the school plot at the Felenskaya State Farm's 7-year school, 1954. A Buryat hunter, Irkutsk, early 20th century. Plotters of the Women's Auxiliary Air Force in the operations room at RAF, Fighter Command's No. 10 Group Headquarters, Rudloe Manor, Wiltshire, England, 1943. Monkey and hippopotamus. IBM Magnetic Tape Storage System, 1976, United States. A camouflaged Swedish Navy ship,